Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Get Her Done Garage. We are working on a 2019 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack 392 Hemi, and we've got a water pump, the infamous water pump. It's leaking. You can see some splatter around. So yeah, it's time to change it. I've had this water pump standing by to change for quite some time, knowing that they go out. I had ordered it probably about a year ago, thinking it was going out a year ago, but it finally went out now. So that's what I'm here to do. This is a 2019 Scat Pack Shaker, so the shaker adds a little bit to it. So, and I was just getting started here. If you don't know how to take the shaker off, there's 4 10mm little nuts here that you end up taking off. And then the entire thing just comes off like so. That's the cover of it. This is where you would open it to change the oil, add oil. So yes, every time you add oil, you have to take the shaker part off, open that little thing up, and add oil. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing on here. Continue to take the lower half of the shaker off. I'm really annoyed with this little impact wrench. The little ring here, something happened to it, disappeared, and now all my sockets just fall right off, no problem. It's kind of annoying. Attached. There you go. Well, we're attached somehow. I gotta go get a screwdriver, but I wanted to show you this, guys. This is a bit of a joke. Never lose your 10mm socket again. Every one of these things is a 10mm. I got it at AutoZone. Probably other places have it too. But it actually comes in handy because, amazingly, 10mm is used quite often. So got all kinds of various 10mm things for you to use. Alright guys, so let me show you what I did. Came down underneath and draining the coolant. Right, so I removed the belly pan, and then I removed a few of these clips and just held this open with a piece of board. I don't want to take the whole thing off. This is probably a real pain in the rear. And I'm draining the fluid. So this thing's coming out slower than Christmas. We'll give it a few and let it drain. And that's about it. Oh, you may hear some generators in the background. That's because I'm in Houston, and Hurricane Beryl came through on Monday, and we still don't have power. As a matter of fact, I got my generator here. I'm not running it right now. Been running it all night, but don't need it right now, and I turned it off for your viewing pleasure, so you don't have to hear the drone of the generator the whole time I'm working on this car. Wife may come out later complaining about it's hot. Well, that's just the way it goes. So yeah, I'm draining this out and gonna continue up top. Okay, so I've got the radiator drained. This is loose. What I also did was, according to the internet, and everything, the truth on the internet is, I loosened the fan and allowed it to drop down. Supposed to give me more room to get the stuff. We'll see about that. And also I did a sketch of the belt routing, because personally I've forgotten. I forget everything 5 seconds after I say it or watch it, and then it's hard to get a picture. So I drew a routing, and yeah, I could Google it, but then that takes 10-15 minutes before you find the actual real photo. So I just sketched it out. So all right, I'm gonna get into the actual water pump here in a minute. I'll take off the belt now. All right, well, we're finally down to the water pump, so I'm going to try to make this a continuous video. Dropping that fan down did make a lot more room. I agree with that. So probably supposed to remove it, but why remove it when you can just drop it down? And continuing on, we've got pulleys here, but pulling off. You know, after this hurricane, we were lucky. It didn't get too hot except for one day. And the rest of the time it's been cooler and or raining. So luckily I got my generator, keeps my fridge going, and a couple of AC window units, so we're able to be comfortable here. And most seasoned veterans in this area do the same. Alright, so getting down to the nitty gritty. I think it's actual water pump time. And looking at this new water pump, I believe there's about 13,000 bolts holding this thing on. Good grief. I'm gonna count them so I know how many I got. Alright. Starting off at the top, I got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bolts. Okay. This nice new pump here from Gates. Hopefully it'll last longer. Hopefully it'll last longer than the stock one, which was only 70,000 miles. Pretty pathetic if you ask me. But these are notorious for failing. Alright, I'm going to quit my jibber jabber and dive right in. Seeing if there's any bizarre land fasteners in here. Are they all relatively the same? Try to put these in the new pump, so at least I have idea where they go. I saw someone make a cardboard cutout and put them on that, which is not a bad idea. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that bolt. That goes all the way through the engine. And it's just this bolt, it was short, and this bolt goes through all the way through the engine. So it's all random. Nothing very intuitive. Oh wait, I already messed up over here. Oh, I got it right. Okay, now I'm taking this one out beneath this temperature sender, maybe. Yeah, let's put this pipe right next to this bolt so you can barely get it. Genius design. This is going to be interesting. I don't even know how that goes in there. Guess we'll cross that problem when we get to it. As you can see, this water pump had a severe leak here just at the end. Okay, it's above the idler. This was just at the end. Yesterday it wasn't leaking nearly this bad, and I put a little bit of coolant. And the wife drove it for a while, and as you can see, it developed a massive coolant leak out of that. So had she continued driving it, it would have leaked out all the coolant and overheated the engine. Great design, Dodge. Let's put 13,000 bolts on here to. There's a bolt back there for sure. See if I can get to it. Nope. Gonna have to go find alternative measures. Alright, pro tip, if you need a shorter extension than this, take your adapters. This one goes from 3/8 to half, and then this one goes from half to 3/8. Put them together and you got a little bit shorter extension. See if that works. Worked. Another one that goes all the way through the engine. Okay, where's the next one? Directly below. Yeah. extension on here, which is sure to fall off at any second. Alright. Holy cow, it stayed on. When I unscrewed the screw, almost backed it up to where I couldn't get the socket off. It's always fun whenever you trap your tools, but it happens. Huh. And we're back to short bolts. Okay. Next one is above this thingy. Here it is. Go back to my ingenious extension. Mile long bolt again. There's a burrow. And the next one is here. Getting my spidey sense here, and I'm figuring I'm fixing to come upon some real fun here. Because this water pump outline is all over the place, like I don't know what you call it. Some 4-year-old drew this thing. Oh my goodness. Please let it drop all the way. I think it did. Anyway. I'm getting the feeling the gasket, holding the gasket in place, is not going to be fun. Haha, got it. Alright, and the last one is this Bizarro Land stud thing. I don't know what that's for. Bigger. Haha. Alright. Oh, I guess I should pull this out. Oh, I love these. These are always fun. Be a pleasant day today. It was nice and rainy and humid, and now the sun's coming out. So couple 10,000% humidity with the sun. It gets real interesting, folks. What am I doing here? Does this whole thing come off? Is this red part gonna slide back or something? Alright, I'm gonna have to turn off the camera because I may have to come to a few choice words here to get this thing off. Well, you may notice a generator noise in the background. Yep, went ahead and started my generator. Wife said it was too hot. So, update on this. So, yeah. You had to pull this red part back, and then when you did that, you press on this thing and it would come out. So it was one of those safety ones. And it's hard to tell, you know, when there's a safety one that's got a double clip or what. So I wish they would make it easier to tell, but that's the way it is. Now I get to do something really fun, which is attempt to take off the lower hose without losing all my blood. Of course, I immediately gouge myself on something. I think I'm gonna go get some gloves. I do try to wear gloves on occasion, especially when I'm about to do something that can gouge them, to avoid gouging them like I just did. So let's see what happens here. This is fun. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright. Well, that creates a new element of skill. So I popped off the wrench, which put the little clampy part out of reach of my wrench. That's convenient, huh? Maybe it's down low enough that it actually hose pushed off. I don't think so though. let's go get a new tool. Alright guys, well, I don't know if you can see this, but basically this little pinch to open hose clamp thingy, well, they got tangled up on the back side, so I had to move it around with this tool. Now let's see if I can actually unclamp it. We'll see. Oh no, you're falling! I think it's actually off. Back up here. Now what? Must research more. Alright, what did I just say about wearing gloves so you don't gouge your hands? That's nice. Oh well. Really predicting a lot of fun to get this back in here. Ah, I see. There's a bolt holding that on. Trusty 10mm. Let's see if this works. luck getting that thing back in there. Oh, that made it a lot easier to come out. Alright, well, water pump is out. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's convenient. It's leaking. Alright guys, we're back. Click. 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 Well, it appears to be on. All right, gotta finish up on my phone. I had the problem with the GoPro, so I got it all back together. Starting to put in some antifreeze here, and we're about to start it up. So let's see what happens on startup. That was loud, and it didn't start. Alright, lock it now. Now let's see if it'll start. No liking. What's wrong with the start? Why no starting? I love modern cars. Remote start canceled. Hood open. Oh, the humanity of it all. Can't have the hood open and start the car, I guess. Oh well. This car is also super annoying in that you can't move it any forward while the door is open because it is afraid it's gonna run yourself over like some Hollywood person did, and now they got it locked out where you can't move your car with the door open. Which, car guys, we do that all the time, but I guess regular people can't manage not to run themselves over. I don't know. Anyway, let's add a little bit more antifreeze here, and yeah. Let's see, how do I do this without making a hideous mess? Oh, already made a hideous mess. Let's make a less hideous mess and actually go get a funnel. All right, fancy funnel found. Buy the ticket, take the ride, might as well use it, even though I should be able to pour without making a huge mess. But let's see how this thing works with this. Oh, I got the wrong thingies. Gotta go with the right thingies. Bloop, 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 bloop. Sound like the Titanic sinking. Be sure when you're using your Dodge, get your oat content up. You always want oats, not wheat. You got to get the oat brand. see if I can actually start the car with all the interlocks in place. It seems to me. I just want to start my car, you know. Mash on the brake. Alright. Started. Pulleys seem to be pulleying. So I managed to get that right, which is nice. Seems to be enough. No checking engine lights so far. You know, it should be nice to flip the throttle. Yeah, ain't no throttle blipping here. Guess that's the price we pay for all these electronic things. Old school mechanics. No more. It says that's the cold fuel range. See if the temperature's coming up. Oh, sorry. Coolant temp 161. So it's coming up. Almost hideous crash. The little rubber O-ring came off. Almost fell into the reservoir. Who knows what havoc that would have wreaked. Alright. A little blip here. belt didn't come flying off, so I guess I got it right. Rattler seems to be moving a little bit. Oh, that's horrible. $177, $179. I think I'm going to turn it off and fill it up here. It's building pressure. This may be a good time now to Google, see if I got to burp this thing.